TJ Reid. They brought that bit of pace into the team at a crucial time, and they went on to win the game. There'll be questions tonight maybe about the penalty that was given, but I don't think you can take away from it. The greatest team we've ever seen. They won the 4 Irelands in a row, and nobody can take it from them. Fantastic achievement.
Well, right now the presentation will take place out in the middle of the park, which is what the GE authorities wanted to see happen. The fans are remaining in the stands. They're remaining up there in the terraces. There'll be a huge crowd, I'm sure, to welcome Kilkenny back tomorrow night to the Marble City. They deserve a huge crowd. Goal, the charity, deserve a big crowd as well in Nolan Park. That's on Wednesday at 6:30 for the Gold Challenge. The opposition provided by Ballyhale Shamrocks, the Kilkenny County champions. Today, it's all about Kilkenny, but it's all about hurling as well, because we got a great final. We were dying to get a good final after the awful, wretched finals we had in the last couple of years. And credit Tipperary in particular for putting it up to the Cats. We wanted a team that would give them a big challenge. You know, back in March I was in Nolan Park when Tipperary were hammered by Kilkenny that afternoon in the league by 17 points. They were behind by 20 at half time.
The crowd had broken out of the hill. The stewards were under an awful lot of pressure out there. There could be mayhem here now because the players are out in the middle of the field. And
well, they are breaking in.
I'd say it's for the safety reasons, because they were coming down from the hill, and let's hope nobody's hurt them, because they're coming out only through one place. They've stopped them in another spot over in the corner. They're just going to have to let them out.
Well, I'll have to leave them out at this stage, because it would be dangerous to try and pen them in, because this could create a very,
here
very
they are now out in the field. But you were saying there, Jared, about Nolan Park. They did hammer them.
They were hammered that day, and then in the league final we saw a real battle by Tipperary. Today, I think we've seen a team of Plan B.
Yeah, but Jared, the one thing you can't quantify in hurling is hunger and desire. And Tipperary hadn't won the finals in 2001. They had 12 players in their first final, and Kilkenny did look a bit stale out there today and a bit tired. But what got them through was just pure heart and guts and determination. They kept plugging away, and Tipperary helped them, you have to say, by missing those couple of chances. But that's why they're the great champions they are. And here we are now with the crowd out in the field, and look at this.
Now we've got a complete mess.
We have a mess now. We have a mess now, because I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to have to maybe bring them up into the stand now. You have this makeshift stand going up here. I don't know what's going to happen. But in fairness, the crowd, 4 in a row, it doesn't happen too often. Once we're back in the 40s, and it was always going to be hard. If Tip won the game, there was absolutely no way you'd keep them off the field.
It would have been the same thing.
Yeah, and you have to say, look, you can understand where the GAA are coming from. Like it is about health and safety.
Yeah.
But Sir made a good point before the game. We're gone too compliant, if you ask me. And everything in this country, from in life is gone very, very compliant. But I think the cup is still above the stand, and the players are not sure what to do. I'm sure they'll probably end up going up there now as well. I think that's what's going on.
The 2 youngsters we got a little glimpse of there up at the presentation stand with the cup. 2 young people there with the cup. They are Keith Foster and Raoul Perdesay. And Raoul, I'm told, is originally from Mauritius, and they were going to bring out the cup. They're from O'Connell Schools.
Yeah, and maybe just a very special mention maybe to 4 players today, to the lads winning their 7th All-Ireland medal. Isn't it 4? Michael Kavanagh, Eddie Brennan, Henry Shefflin. Just the 3 of them, is there a 4th one?
We may not ever see such a wonderful group, so wonderfully prepared. They are the 2 youngsters there that I was telling you about. There's the little lad from Mauritius. His name, as I mentioned, is Raoul Perdesay, and the other boy is Keith Foster. So they're there to share in the presentation on what is a huge occasion for them, a huge occasion for all of us, those of us who love this most brilliant game. And today we got an example of some of the great skills of the match, and thoroughly enjoyed it.
And Martin Comerford was the other one. Gerard was trying to think if I knew there was 4 of them, but 7 All-Ireland medals, in the modern era, with competition so intense and teams so well prepared and so fit. And Michael Kavanagh playing in his 10th final, and look, that's going to drive them on next year to come back and try to equal Christy Ring and John Doyle's record.
We also, Michael, got a glimpse of the future. We got young Richie Hogan. We were dying to see him play, and we've got on the Tipperary side the Mars, Pádraig Marr, Brendan Marr, Noel McGrath got 2 points in the second half. Don't forget, Seamus Callan's only 20 years of age.
That's right, yeah. But look, we've said it over the last 6 months. Tipperary will win All-Ireland in the next 5 years. They'll win 2 or 3 in the next 5. But this Kilkenny team, the one thing it says, Richie Hogan is the only under 21. We talk about their strength and depth, but they were backward line. Tommy Walsh was absolutely immense. JJ Delaney, I thought, particularly in the first half. Eddie Brennan, a great first half with 3 points, and Shefflin kept plugging away, and Owen Larkin again with 3 points. So they have so many points in their attack. I say Martin Comfort coming on. They have it all over the field. They were dominated in the middle of the field by Tipperary, and yet They just clung in there and clung in there and clung in there and finished the stronger. And people talk about the fitness of every other team, but this was incredible. And look, well done to Kilkenny, hard luck to tip. They've produced one of the great finals over the last maybe 10, 15 years.
Well, now we're looking at the presentation platform here. Christy Cooney, of course, GAA president, his first year in charge and his first major senior presentation. Michael Fennelly is the Kilkenny captain. He didn't lead them out on the field. You remember that was Henry Shefflin, but Michael Fennelly is the captain. Brian Cody is the manager, and what a manager he is. His backroom team deserve all the credit as well. Martin Fogarty and Michael Dempsey as well. Mick Dempsey, whom I've known for quite a while, back to his Laois football days, and he's come into Kilkenny, as we heard in that little piece before the start of the match, and he has contributed handsomely. And now Uachtaran coming Luke Lascale, Christy Cooney.
Hardware, a Heaching, Ostorahor, August Winter coming Luke Lascale. Fáilte the shift go there, but he park and cook again. They want Chincher, they want took up cook all against Son McCree, John Gordon, Aaron Clehead, Brass, Fort Tool, Hochi doing in you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Common Luke Lascale, in this special 125th year of our celebration, may I heartily congratulate Tipperary and Kilkenny for giving us an outstanding game of hurling. You're a credit to both your clubs, your families, your counties, and to your management. You deserve enormous accolades for the wonderful game of hurling you gave us today. I've no doubt that Tipperary are bitterly disappointed. You played an outstanding part in what was an outstanding final. And I've no doubt your turn will come and you will be back here next year. Please God to lift him. Oh God is Tipperary. But without doubt, the team of the decade has been Kilkenny. A truly outstanding team of hurlers and panel of hurlers that have brought great credit to this association. To achieve what you've achieved today in winning 4 in a row and bringing McCarthy back once again to the north is a truly remarkable achievement for you all. Could I sincerely thank our sponsors, Etihad, RT Sport and Guinness for their outstanding support and sponsorship over the past number of years. And finally now, it gives me great pleasure to present Liam McCarthy to an outstanding captain and leader in Michael Fennelly.
So Christy Cooney, the GAA president, handing over the Liam McCarthy Cup, 4th year in a row to a Kilkenny captain, Liam Fennelly. And that, Michael Fennelly rather, Brian Cody, all of Kilkenny celebrating 4 in a row.
Special request from the Gardaí. Would the crowd push back in danger of somebody being crushed? Would you please stop pushing? We want everyone to go home safe. Got a meal about it. Now I hand you over to the outstanding captain, Michael Fennelly.
Well, there is concern still, obviously, about the fact that they have erected a barrier to where they should have been holding the presentation.
An Uachtaran a Hearn, an Uachtaran a Cuman Luke Lascale, a Winter a Hearn, a Winter Kyle Quinn, is no run over on the Quern Shop, a Liam McCarthy, a Glocka, Air Sun, Air Quern, a Cara Lee, a Lekela, Kyle Quinn.
A very proud Michael Fennelly.
It gives me great honour and privilege to lift Liam McCarthy Cup for a 4th year in a row on behalf of this superb and most talented Kilkenny team and management. This unique 4 in a row success could not have been achieved without dedication, commitment from all the players and management, but also those people back home in Kilkenny who developed our underage system back in the 1990s. The work done then has contributed to this 4 in a row achievement. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Glanbia, who were with us over the last decade. Every year they kit us out with the highest quality gear. We have a great relationship and sponsorship from Glanbia, and I hope it continues for the coming years. To our backroom staff, they've been there for us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Starting with our physios, Robbie Lodge, Claire Lodge, Roisin, our doctor, Ty Crowley, our nutritionist, Noreen Roach, our player support, Sir Dennis, Racker, Cody, our selectors, Martin Fogarty, Mick Dempsey, our fitness trainer, Noel Richardson, and lastly our trainer. This man has managed Kilkenny for the last decade. I believe his CV stands at 7 All-Irelands in 10 years. He really does not need an introduction. He's acknowledged as one of the greatest managers in the world. His name is Brian Cody. To our supporters, what can I say? The last 4 years have been unbelievable. You've been really and truly the backbone to this 4 in a row, and you're always behind this Kilkenny team. We'll see some of you back in the COS tonight, and we'll see the rest of you in the homecoming.